Hey guys, YouTuber Winner here. Alright, and finally here to end the Star Wars movie reviews. Now here's my review of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Yeah, so, once again, this is a great movie right here. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? This is still a great movie, just like all the Star Wars movies are. Yeah, a lot of people, yeah. Some people have said that this is their favorite one of the original trilogy, and I've heard others say that this would really be the least favorite of the original trilogy. Yeah, and I would agree that this would probably also be my least favorite of the original trilogy. Yeah, but not to say that makes it bad, because it doesn't. Yeah, this is still, like I said, a great movie. Yeah, but just a problem with this one is just like this one seems to be the one that goes the most unfocused of the original trilogy. Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, it's not really bad. Just it, yeah, like I said, just goes really unfocused. Like we spend basically the first 40 minutes of this movie just on Tatooine trying to free Han from Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, I mean, it takes like 40 minutes for us to actually see a lot of like Darth Vader and the Emperor and all that. Yeah, I mean, Darth Vader disappeared at the very beginning of the movie, but yeah, that's it. Uh, and after that, it's like the 40 minutes on Tatooine of Jabba. Like, it doesn't have any. Like, yeah, it takes 40 minutes to actually get to stuff about the Empire. Yeah. Yeah. And also, this movie, this has what I hated most about the original trilogy: the Ewoks. Yeah, I just hate the Ewoks. I hate them. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I mean, whose idea was it to actually have a big group of like teddy bears in this movie? Oh man, yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I just hate the Ewoks. As I said before, I prefer the Gungans over the Ewoks anytime. So yeah, but yeah, still, like I said, this is still a really great movie. I would give this probably 3.5 stars out of 4. Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure like which one I'd actually place this from like worst, like best to worst. Yeah, because yeah, like I said, I would say Empire Strikes Back's the best, and probably New Hope is second. But I don't know. It's hard for me to like choose between like Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, and this. Which ones I would really like place over the other ones? Because yeah, I don't know. I like the three of those three just about the same, really. Yeah. So yeah, hard to actually say where I would place this but yeah, it is still really great. Yeah, yeah. This one was under the direction of Richard Marquand. And yeah, this was still not under George Lucas's direction, like Empire Strikes Back wasn't. Yeah, yeah, he did pretty good in this, and yeah, I think the direction for this movie was done really good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, just yeah, really great movie right here. So yeah, let me just get right into it. Alright, so the movie opens like the other ones, 20th Century Fox Lucasfilm, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Then it showed the opening crawl, said that Luke returned to his home planet of Tatooine and attempt to rescue Han from Jabba. And then the Empire was actually working on a second Death Star that was even more powerful than the first. Yeah. And then panned down and it showed the second Death Star are in construction. Yeah, you can see like how it looks right here. Like it's not completely finished right there. Yeah. And yeah, it was like that for basically the entire movie. And it showed Darth Vader arriving, just telling the Admiral that he's there to put them back on schedule. The Admiral was just saying that he needs more men to fulfill the Emperor's wishes. And yeah, Darth Vader then told the Admiral that he can tell the Emperor when he comes, because the Emperor's coming. And Darth Vader just told the Admiral that the Emperor is not as forgiving as he is. And then it cut down to Tatooine. And then, yeah, like I said, basically the first 40 minutes of the movie was really spent on here, and it really, like, just, yeah, like I said, this just really has nothing to do with the Empire. It's just about, like, rescuing Han from Jabba right here. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, it showed C-3PO and R2-D2 arriving at Jabba's palace. And then, yeah, R2 played a message from Luke to Jabba, and yeah, Luke was saying that he wants to bargain for Han's freedom, and that he presents C-3PO and R2 as just gifts to him. Yeah, and then Jabba just said that there would be no bargain, and he has no intention of giving up his favorite decoration, and showed Han still frozen in carbonite on Jabba's wall. Yeah. Yeah. Jabba then sent C-3PO and R2 to, like, his droid torture room, whatever, and it showed, like, a droid getting quote-unquote hot-rodded, even though the hot rod wasn't even touching the droid. Yeah. Yeah, and then they, like, Jabba's guards said that they may have some use for the droid, so yeah. Yeah. C-3PO was sent back with Jabba, and yeah, Jabba had, like, the entertainment where, yeah, we had the idiotic musical sequence with all of Jabba's, oh my gosh, this was all the dancers and stuff. It was stupid. Yeah. And showed, like, the slave girl trying to choke out Jabba, and then Jabba opened up the Rancor pit, and yeah, the slave girl fell into it. Yeah. And then it showed, like, Lando was actually disguised as a bounty hunter. Yeah. And yeah, and then it showed another bounty hunter then bringing Chewie to Jabba. Jabba, yeah. But the bounty hunter was just bargaining, trying to bargain for how much they wanted to give Chewie over, and yeah, and Jabba, like, and agreed to a price to give the bounty hunter. Yeah. Yeah, and it showed that Boba Fett was still at Jabba's palace. Why? I mean, yeah, I mean, what was Boba Fett even still doing at Jabba's palace after delivering Han to him? I mean, yeah, I mean, don't you think he'd, like, after he got the bounty from Jabba, don't you think he would just be taking off? I mean, what was he still sticking around at Jabba's palace for? Yeah, there's that. Yeah, and then, yeah, Joe later on, the bounty hunter that brought Chewie to Jabba, then, and, like, thawing out Han from carbonite. And then, yeah, once Han got thawed out, he was just saying that he can't see him. The bounty hunter was just telling Han that he has hibernation sickness and his eyesight will return in time. And then the bounty hunter was then revealed to actually be Leia. And as Leia was trying to get Han out of the palace, and Jabba caught them, and yeah, he had Han locked up with Chewie while he, like, I really don't know exactly what he did to Leia, but yeah, he had put her in, like, some kind of sexual outfit of some kind, and had a chain to her, so yeah, there's that. Yeah, and then Luke then arrived at Jabba's palace, and Luke was considering himself like a an actual Jedi now, and yeah, he was using like a Jedi mind trick on one of Jabba's henchmen, and yeah, and he was just trying to get Jabba to agree to hand over Han, Chewie, and the rest of his friends over to him. But Luke was actually standing on top of the Rancor pit, and then Jabba made Luke fall into it, and then Luke was fighting off the Rancor monster, and then eventually destroyed it. Yeah. And then afterwards, then Jabba decided to have Luke, Han, and Chewie terminated, and decided to take them out to the Rancor, not the Rancor, sorry, the Sarlacc pit. And C-3PO was saying they would find a new definition of pain, as they would be slowly digested over 1,000 years. Yeah. And they were taken out to where the Sarlacc was. And then, Jabba and, like, other slaves of his or whatever were watching, along with, like, C-3PO and Leia inside of Jabba's sail barge. And then Luke was just, as they arrived at the Sarlacc pit, Luke just told Jabba he just had one more chance to free them or die. And then as Luke was being moved into the position to fall into the Sarlacc, R2 was on top of the barge. Alright, and and Luke was just nodding to Lando, and then just gave a signal to R2, and then and as Luke was like looked like he was gonna jump into the Sarlacc pit, then R2 then launched out Luke's new lightsaber to him, and then Luke killed all of Jabba's guards. Or and then Lando then threw off his helmet and just then was trying to help Luke. But then one of Jabba's guards and just blasted at Lando and caused Lando to like fall all down, and like he was like slowly sliding towards where the Sarlacc was. And Luke was just killing all the other guards, and they were falling into the Sarlacc. And and as Boba Fett tried to stop Luke, who Han accidentally hit Boba Fett in his jetpack and made Boba Fett just fly right into Jabba's barge and caused him to fall into the Sarlacc. And guards continued to try to blast at Lando. Oh, and then and Han and Chewie were trying to save Lando from falling into the Sarlacc, and Luke tried and then climbed up onto the sail barge and took out everyone that was one that was blasting at Lando, and he took out some of the other guards. And inside of the barge, Leia then like wrapped the chain around Jabba's throat and strangled him to death. And then the Sarlacc then like grabbed onto Lando's leg and started to slowly pull him towards him. And Han then shot the Sarlacc in one of the tentacles, and it was able to save Lando. And then as Luke was having Leia like point the cannon at the deck of the barge, another one of Jabba's guards shot out Luke's robotic hand, and before Luke then destroyed him. And then then C-3PO and R2 just fell all from off of the barge or into the sand. And then Luke then fired the cannon at the deck and destroyed the barge. And then all Luke, Leia, Han, Lando, C-3PO, and R2 then took off from Tatooine, and then they split up as Han, Leia, and Lando and all them. They left for the Rebel fleet, and then Luke took an X-wing to Dagobah, and yeah, he put a glove on his hand to cover up the hole from his robotic hand being shot. Yeah, and he went back to Dagobah to complete the Yoda's training. Yeah, he just said that he had a promise to keep to an old friend. Yeah. Yeah, and then yeah, eventually, yeah, and then the Emperor then arrived on the Death Star, and yeah, he and Darth Vader were talking about like continuing the search to find Luke, and that the Death Star would be operational. Then on Dagobah, Yoda was dying. And yeah, Luke was telling Yoda that he needs his help and that he's come back to complete the training. And Yoda told Luke that there was no more training. And then Luke just said that he was a Jedi now. But Yoda said that he's not a Jedi yet, that he still needs to confront Vader before becoming a Jedi. And then Yoda then confirmed that Darth Vader was Luke's father after Luke asked it, and then told him that he needs to know. Yeah, and then, yeah. And as Yoda was dying, he was telling Luke that when he's gone, Luke will be the last of the Jedi. And told him not to underestimate the power of the dark side. And on his final breaths, he said that there was another Skywalker, and then he died. And then after Yoda died, then he just disappeared. And then, yeah, Luke was just saying that he couldn't do it without Yoda. And then Obi-Wan appeared and just told Luke that Yoda would always be with him. And then, yeah, Luke then, asked Obi-Wan why didn't he tell him, since he just told Luke that Vader betrayed and murdered his father. And then, yeah, Obi-Wan was just telling Luke that his father ceased to be Anakin Skywalker and became Darth Vader, and when that happened, the man who was his father was destroyed. Yeah, just saying a bunch of nonsense. Just try to contradict what he said in New Hope. Just saying that what he told Luke was true from a certain point of view. Just a bunch of nonsense. Yeah. And there's actually a video on YouTube who actually, as Obi-Wan is telling Luke all of this, it actually shows flashbacks of clips from episode 3, just the prequels, and yeah, it just shows the clips of what Obi-Wan was actually telling Luke and the scene. Hell, I'll put a link in the description of that video. Yeah, it actually is really good. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, Obi-Wan was just telling Luke that his father was a good friend. And then, yeah. And he was amazed at how strong the Force was with him when he first knew him. And that he took it upon himself to train him. And he thought he could instruct him as well as Yoda did. And he was wrong. Yeah, and Luke told Obi-Wan that there was no good in him, but Obi-Wan just said that he was more machine now than man. He's twisted and evil. And yeah, Obi-Wan just told Luke that if he can't accept his destiny, that he must face Darth Vader again. And Luke just told Obi-Wan he couldn't kill his own father. And yeah, Obi-Wan just said that that meant that the Emperor had already won, and Luke was their only hope. And then when Luke told Obi-Wan that Yoda spoke of another, Obi-Wan told Luke that the other was his twin sister. And yeah, he said to protect the two of them from the Emperor, that they were hidden from his father when they were first born, because Anakin knew that any offsprings he may have would be considered a threat to him. And then, yeah, then Luke then realized that Leia was his sister. Yeah, and then, yeah, that eventually showed on the Rebel fleet. It had Admiral Akbar, who was a commander for the Rebel Alliance. and telling them what they had to do to destroy the Death Star this time. Now it had a shield surrounding it. Yeah, Lando was chosen to lead the fleet in space to destroy the Death Star. And yeah, they explained that the shield generator was actually on the moon of Endor, and that they had stolen a Imperial shuttle. And they said that Han would take it to the moon of Endor to wipe out the shield generator, and then Leia and Chewie agreed to go with Han, and then Luke showed up, and he also said that he would go with Han. But it took forever for Luke to actually tell Leia that she was his sister. Yeah, it just took forever for him to finally say this. So yeah. And Han told Lando to take the Millennium Falcon to lead the rebels to destroy the Death Star. So yeah. And as Han got aboard the Imperial shuttle, he was just looking at the Falcon, and he just felt that he was never going to see it again. And then Han then took the shuttle and just went to the moon of Endor. And as they were passing the Star Destroyer, or in the Death Star, Han was just talking to the Imperial admirals, as if he really was part of the Empire, to request deactivation of the shield or something. Yeah. Then then the admiral agreed to let them pass by. In the moon of Endor. And Luke could sense that Vader was on the Star Destroyer, and then Darth Vader could sense that Luke was on the shuttle. And then Darth Vader went to report to the Emperor. And the Emperor just told Vader to send a squad down to the moon of Endor, and then he should go down to the moon of Endor himself and wait for his son to come to him. Then Han, Luke, Leia, and all the others, they arrived on the moon of Endor. Then they could see there were some scout stormtroopers down there. Han tried to sneak up on one, but he stepped on a stick or something, and Han was physically fighting with one troop, while another one tried to escape on a type of speeder, and then Luke and Leia gave chase to the troops, and then Luke was able to take out one of them and take their speeder. And they were chasing after the other one, but then two others then chased after them, and then Luke told Leia to keep on the one they were already chasing, and Luke would take the other two. And then Luke took out one of the other troops. And then Luke then fell off his speeder, and as the troop was coming back at him, Luke got out his lightsaber and just deflected blocked all the blasts that the troop was firing at him. Then Luke just got off of the part of the speeder, and then caused the other troop's speeder to just spin and out of control and crash into a tree. And then with Leia and the other troop, Leia got knocked off of her speeder, but then the other troop then just crashed into I don't know if it was a tree or a log or it was something. And then Leia was then eventually seen by an Ewok. And did you actually know that they're actually never called Ewoks in this movie at all. Well, yeah. So yeah, when this movie was first released, people probably really didn't know really what to call them. But yeah, their names were actually never said in this movie. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the first Ewok was just like thinking that Leia was gonna attack him. And then yeah, once Leia convinced the Ewok that she wasn't gonna hurt him, that the Ewok just sat next to her, and then yeah, back with like, Luke, Han, Chewie, C-3PO, and R2. Yeah, then they like got caught in like a net, and then yeah, R2 then was able to cut them out. And then yeah, then they got surrounded by Ewoks. And yeah, the Ewoks thought C-3PO was like some kind of god, and yeah, they were just like treating him like royalty. And yeah, C-3PO was like speaking the Ewok language, and yeah, they used everybody, and yeah, they just like tied up everyone else, and took them back to their camp. Yeah, and yeah, they were gonna like roast Han, Chewie, and Luke over fires. Yeah, Luke tried to tell C-3PO that to let them go, tell them to let him go, or else he'd use his magic of, like, because of anger. But yeah, the Ewoks still proceeded, and then yeah, Luke just used Mind Force to, like, lift C-3PO's chair and then yeah, and the Ewoks were convinced it was his magic, and they let them all go. And yeah, Leia was still with the Ewoks too, yeah. And yeah, it was just like a total waste of time, like, way too much time was spent with the Ewoks. I mean, it's not like the Ewoks are even that interesting. I mean, they hardly do anything. Yeah. We're just wasting a bunch of time, like the Ewoks messing around with, like, everyone, yeah. And yeah, then Luke and eventually was speaking to Leia, asking Leia about her real mother, if she remembered her at all. Yeah, and some people have been, like, complaining about this, saying that this is, like, prequel discontinuity since like Padme died when Leia was still a baby. Like, yeah, I've always been thinking, like, to be fair, like, Leia's father, Bail, he knew Padme. So I'm thinking maybe Bail told Leia a little bit about her mother, and this is why Leia knows this stuff. I mean, that's what I think, that how she may know this stuff, yeah. Yeah, some people have been, like, complaining, saying, how could Leia know? I mean, I think that may be why, to be honest. But yeah, let me just continue here. Yeah. Leia was just telling Luke that she had very small memories of her mother, just remember that she was beautiful, and yeah, just of some other stuff. Yeah, Luke was saying that he never knew his mother. Yeah, he told Leia that Vader was actually on the moon, and that he was Luke's father. Yeah, and then yeah, he then told Leia straight up that she was his sister. And yeah, he just then told Leia that he had to go face Vader, and then yeah, Luke just left. And then yeah, Han went out, and yeah, Leia was just kind of distraught, and she didn't want to talk. And then yeah, Han wasn't happy about it at first, but then he came around. And yeah, then it just showed like, and then Luke then surrendered to the Empire. And then one of the admirals just took Luke over to Vader, saying that Luke was saying he was alone, but he believed that there were other rebels on the moon of Endor. And yeah, he gave Vader his lightsaber. And yeah. And then, yeah. And then Darth Vader saw that Luke accepted the truth that he really was his father. And yeah, and then yeah, Luke told him that he's accepted the truth that he was once Anakin Skywalker. And then yeah, Vader just told Luke that that name no longer has any meaning for him. And Luke was telling him that they're so good in him that the Emperor hasn't driven it from him completely. And yeah, they were just trying to turn each other to their own sides. Yeah, yeah, Vader was still trying to turn Luke over to the dark side. Well, Luke was trying to tell Vader to just let go of his hate and come back to the lighter side. And yeah, Vader was just telling Luke that it was too late for him. And he told Luke that the Emperor will show him the way of the Force and that he is his master now. And yeah, Luke just said that his father was truly dead. Yeah. And later on, like, Han and Leia then, like, tried to locate where the shield generator was really located, and yeah, they then came to the bunker where the shield generator was. And then, yeah, they just tricked, like, some of the scout troops to let them in. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then in the, like during the space battle with the rebels, yeah, they were, like, saw that the shield was still up on the Death Star, so they had to back away until it got down. Yeah, and yeah, in the rebel fleet, yeah, you had, like, Lando, of course, and then, yeah, Wedge was, like, leading the X-Wing fighters, and yeah, there was that. And then, yeah, there were then, like, Imperial fighters that came to try to take them out, and then, yeah, the rebels did battle with the Imperial fighters for a while until the shield was actually taken down, yeah. And then, yeah, Vader then brought Luke over to the Emperor. And then, yeah, the Emperor was just telling Luke that he's looking forward to completing his training. And, yeah, he was just telling Luke that his father could no longer be turned from the dark side. And then, yeah, he was just telling Luke that they would be safe from his friends on the Death Star. And, yeah, Luke was telling the Emperor that his overconfidence is his weakness, and the Emperor then told Luke that his faith in his friends is his. And he told him, and yeah, he was just telling Luke that the station would be quite operational when his friends arrive. Yeah. And then, yeah, and as Han was trying to, like, put up chargers to try to blow up the shield generator, then they were captured by like stormtroopers and stuff. Yeah. And as they were, like, being, like, led out of the bunker, saw that they were surrounded by the Imperial forces. Then, yeah, C-3PO then, like, distracted the stormtroopers, and then, yeah, then the Ewoks then, like, just piled onto the stormtroopers. Yeah, this was actually pretty embarrassing, that stormtroopers are actually getting overpowered by teddy bears. Oh, man, it's just embarrassing, and it just makes the stormtroopers look so stupid. Yeah, and then, yeah, the Emperor then wanted Luke to just see the power of the Death Star, and yeah, they then fired, like, their blaster. They're similar to what they used to blow up Alderaan in Episode 4, and yeah, they used their blast to destroy one of the rebel ships. And yeah, Lando just said that the thing was operational. Well, and then, yeah, the bunker then on the moon of Endor then was, like, shut, and then, yeah, as the Ewoks were doing battles with the stormtroopers and stuff, yeah, Leia and Han tried to get R2 to come to the bunker to try to open it back up, but then, yeah, as R2 was trying to open the door for the bunker, then a stormtrooper then hit R2, and then, yeah, R2 just, like, yeah, he just, like, totally, like, I really don't know what to say, but yeah, he just like disabled or something. Yeah. Then Han then just tried to hotwire the bunker to try to get it to open. Then and then yeah, and it showed like the one of the Ewoks getting destroyed. And then yeah, it just yeah, and then yeah, it showed like Chewie and a couple of Ewoks actually commandeering one of the like I don't know what to call it, like an Imperial walker or something. Yeah. And then yeah, Leia was just trying to cover Han so he could hotwire the bunker. But then yeah, a stormtrooper then shot Leia in the arm. I think this is the only time a stormtrooper has actually hit their mark in the original trilogy. Yeah. And as Han was trying to attend to Leia, yeah, then like two other stormtroopers then tried to like get Han and Leia, but then yeah, Leia then shot the two stormtroopers. And yeah, Han came up with an idea for a way for them to get into the bunker. Yeah, and then meanwhile on Death Star, our the Emperor was just like doing everything to try to get at Luke, and then yeah, Luke, yeah, he just said that he could feel his anger, and he just told him to take his lightsaber and strike him down with all of his hatred, and his journey toward the dark side would be complete. Yeah, and then yeah, Luke then had enough, and yeah, he got his lightsaber, and then yeah, then Vader got his, and yeah, he just stopped Luke from actually killing the Emperor. And yeah, Luke and Vader were having another battle, and yeah, Emperor was just telling Luke to use his aggressive feelings. Yeah, and yeah, Luke was just telling Vader that he wouldn't fight him, and yeah, Luke was just trying to stay away from Vader. And yeah, just telling Vader that he feels the good in him in the conflict, and Vader was just telling Luke there was no conflict, that if he wouldn't fight, he would meet his destiny. Yeah, he just threw his lightsaber and made Luke like fall off of a shaft. And yeah, Luke was then just trying to hide from Vader. And yeah, and then yeah, Darth Vader was just trying to get at Luke too. He was just saying it was the only way he could save his friends. And then yeah, knew that Luke had a sister, and said Obi-Wan was wise to hide him from him, and his failure was complete. And then he told Luke that if he wouldn't turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will. And after that, Luke just totally snapped, and yeah, he went after his father. And then yeah, Luke was just unleashing rage on Vader. And then yeah, he eventually then just snapped and cut off Vader's hand. So yeah, this is the second time in the series he's lost a hand. Yeah, and the Emperor is told, well, no. Yeah, yeah. And he just told Luke to take his father's place in his side. And then, yeah, Luke looked at his robotic hand, and then he saw the hand that he cut off his father. There were, like, wires coming out of it. Yeah, this was the hand from the arm that he got at the end of episode 2. Oh, yeah. And yeah, Luke just said that he never turned to the dark side, and that the Emperor's failed, and Luke's a Jedi like his father before him. And then the Emperor just told Luke to so be it, Jedi. And then yeah, Han like impersonated a Imperial officer, and then yeah, like Imperial forces came out from the bunker, and then yeah, they got surrounded by like Han and yeah, all the Ewoks and stuff. Yeah, and then yeah, that allowed them to get into the bunker, and yeah, Han placed the chargers in the bunker, and then yeah, they then all bailed, and yeah, that caused the shield generator to explode, and yeah, then that allowed Lando and the rebel whole forces in space to then and go into the Death Star to try to destroy it. Right, yeah, and so yeah, they flew into the innards to try to blow up the Death Star. Yeah, and the Emperor told Luke that if he wouldn't be turned, he would be destroyed. Yeah, then the Emperor just blasted his lightning force at Luke. Yeah, and then yeah, Darth Vader was then just standing next to the Emperor as he was zapping Luke. And he was just telling Luke that his evil skills are no match for the power of the dark side. Yeah, Luke just tried asking his father for help, and then yeah, then as the Emperor was just continuing to zap at Luke, then it just showed Vader just like looking at the Emperor, then looking at Luke, and then yeah, and then yeah, Vader then just had enough, and then yeah, he picked up the Emperor, and yeah, lightning was still going, and yeah, we could see like it was zapping Vader as well. And then the Emperor was then thrown just down the Death Star, or down the yeah, just down the shaft, and yeah, then it showed what seemed like an explosion or something. Yeah, and then yeah, it just like destroyed like the breathing power that Vader's suit had, and yeah, we just heard like him kind of just gasping for air. Yeah. Yeah. And then yeah, then Lando just like contacted Admiral Akbar saying that they like needed help, and then yeah, Akbar then like told the forces to concentrate all fire on the Super Star Destroyer, and then yeah, the Star Destroyer then got blasted, and yeah, they lost their deflector shield. And then yeah, then like a member of the rebel like got hit, and then yeah, it then like went right through the Star Destroyer and causing it to just fall down and blast. Yeah, and I guess it hit the Death Star or something. Yeah, yeah. The Imperial forces were trying to flee from the Death Star as Luke was trying to get Vader out. And then yeah, Luke just then well no, Vader then just told Luke to help him take the mask off, and Luke was saying that would mean that he'd die. Vader just told Luke that nothing could stop that now, and he wanted to be able to look on Luke with his own eyes just once. And so yeah, and yeah, Luke took the helmet and the mask off, and yeah, we saw like Anakin and said yeah, it was just ridiculously white, and it was just so pale. Yeah, and yeah, it still showed that he had the scars and the burns from Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, and then he just told Luke to go and leave him, but Luke said no, that he wouldn't leave him, and he's got to save him. And yeah, Anakin just told Luke that he already has, and he was right about him, and just tell his sister he was right, before he then died. Yeah, and then Lando and Wedge were able to wipe out the power sources of the Death Star, and then yeah, then they were just racing out, and yeah, Luke was able to get out on a Imperial shuttle from the Death Star before it blasted. Yeah, and then Wedge was able to make it out, and then yeah, Lando and the Falcon, they were like really racing it out, and yeah, they just barely made it out as the inside of the Death Star just was engulfed in fire. Yeah, and yeah, Lando just let out a huge like victory scream. Yeah, before yeah, then it showed the Death Star exploding, and then yeah, down on the moon of Endor, they could also see the Death Star blue. Yeah, and yeah, they were all cheering. Yeah. And as Han was attending to Leia wrapping like a bandage around where she was shot, yeah, he was just saying he was sure Luke wasn't on it when it blew, and Leia said he wasn't, that she could feel it. Yeah. Yeah, and Han knew that Leia loved Luke, and just said that when Luke came back, he wouldn't get in the way. And yeah, Leia just told Han it wasn't like that, and she just told Han that he was her brother. Yeah, and Han just like he was just speechless for that, and then yeah, then the Ewoks just blew their horns like celebration, yeah. And it showed Luke burning hearing the hearing Darth Vader, yeah, his father, yeah, yeah, and then yeah, it ended with like the victory and freedom celebration across the galaxy. It showed different planets celebrating freedom. It showed Bespin, Tatooine, Naboo, and Coruscant. Yeah, and then it's back on the moon of Endor with like Han, Leia, Lando, yeah, and like the Rebel and the Ewoks all celebrating freedom. Yeah, and I actually do like the John Williams score for like the special edition, and a lot more than like the Yub Nub from the original. I think the new score just fits so much better for like the celebration. Yeah. And then Luke then arrived, and yeah, he was celebrating with them. Yeah, hugged Leia and Han. Yeah. And then Luke and just looked, and he saw ghosts of Obi-Wan and Yoda, and yeah, Anakin's ghost then appeared. Yeah, and yeah, there's actually like another video that is like a with this ending. Yeah, it actually shows like Qui-Gon and Mace Windu ghosts also appearing here at the end of the movie. Yeah, I actually think it looks pretty good. Yeah, they're acting in really well. Yeah, you should. I'll put a link to that also in the description box. Yeah, because yeah, they are headed in pretty well for this part. Yeah, you should check it out. Yeah, it is. It actually does look really good. Yeah, and yeah, it just showed like Obi-Wan, Yoda, and Anakin all like just watching the celebration. Yeah, and yeah, and it ended just showing all the like Luke, Han, Leia, Lando, C-3PO, yeah, all of them just together celebrating. Yeah, and that's how the movie ended. So yeah, 3.5 stars out of 4. Yeah, this is a great movie. Yeah, all the Star Wars movies are great. Yeah, and this was a good way to end it, or so we thought. Oh man. Yeah, but yeah, in next month, well, I guess now less than a month, we get the new movie. Oh man, which I am not looking forward to. Yeah, I know that a lot of you probably can't believe that, but yeah. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm gonna make my next video I'm gonna talk about why I why I'm not in support of this new movie. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That coming up, that'll be my next video. But yeah, as far as this goes, well yeah, like I said, 3.5 stars out of 4. Yeah. Alright, so that does it for my review of Return of the Jedi, and that does it for my Star Wars movie reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed these reviews. Yeah, sure just about everybody enjoyed what I had to say about the originals. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, and like I said, I do like the prequels. Yeah, they are good movies, and yeah, I'm sure maybe like not everybody will be happy that I like them, but yeah, these are good. The prequels are good. Yeah, like I said, all the Star Wars movies are great, and so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these Star Wars movie reviews. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.